you know. So, hi guys. Uh, Fitness Coach Ron here ng Team Muscledarts Rocks. Yeah. This is my first LS, and in my first LS, ito nga, I will share some bodybuilding tips. Yan. So sa kada gagawin nating LS, ibibigay natin yan para sa bodybuilding tips. Marami tayong ibibigay, kaya kada LS natin by chapter. So ito bale, chapter 1. Now guys, I just want to clarify something muna. Fitness Coach Ron na uh, ang kinikater ng aking channel is yung mga baguhan sa fitness world. Okay? Yung mga gustong maging healthy, active, productive. Ha? Kasi dahil sa new normal nga. So, ayan, hindi po tayo dito magdidikitan or what. Kaya lilinawin ko lang, hindi ako magja-jacket. You can ask questions about fitness, yan lang ang sasagutin ko nating else. Hindi ako magja-jacket. Nag-ELS ako because I want to share something. Ayan lang, para clarify lang sa lahat. Now, let's start. Ayan. So, new normal guys. Ano ba dapat nating asahan sa new normal? Alam naman natin kung ano nangyari, di ba? So, ano kailangan gawin? You need to stay active. You need to stay healthy. Kasi kung sa bahay ka lang, tatamaan ka ng depression, lalo ka mabuburyo. Di ba? So, ayan. So, kung ikaw ay nabuburyo na at gusto mong mag-gym, gusto mong pumunta sa mga gyms, tapos para napag-isipan mo na I need to go to the gym, I need to work out, gusto ko na maging healthy. So, itong channel na to para sa'yo. Again, ang kinikater natin ay yung mga baguhan sa fitness world. So, kung decided ka na, ito ang una mong dapat malaman. So, ano ba yun? So, pagpasok mo sa isang gym, marami kasing mga lingos na ginagamit yung mga kabakal natin. Diba? Siyempre, ang alam mo is reps and sets, diba? So, ano ba yung reps and sets? So, sa Tagalog, yung bilang, at saka kung ilan yung ginawa, ilang beses mong ginawa yung bilang na iyon. Diba? So, reps and sets, the most basic term in bodybuilding is the rep, no repetitions nga. So, repetitions is, yun nga, rep is short for repetition and simply means performing one complete movement of a given exercise. Kung ilang beses mong ginawa yun, di ba? For example, di ba? Halimbawa, nag-ano ka, flat barbell bench press. Ang ibig sabihin nun, buhatin mo siya ng, halimbawa, 15. Di ba? So, yun yung bilang, 15 halimbawa. Di ba? If you're doing a flat barbell bench press, it will mean lifting the bar off the rock slowly, lowering it to the mid chest, and then pushing it back to arm length, performing a group of continuous repetitions is called set. Ngayon, 'di ba? Kanina, reps, 'di ba? Kung ilan beses, ilang beses mong gagawin. Yung sets naman, kung ilang beses mong gagawin yung 15. Ano ba yung normal? Halimbawa, 'di ba? 3 by 12, 3 by 15, 'di ba ganyan tayo? Ayan. So, continuous reps is called a set. Most bodybuilders, mga kabakal natin, naggagawa ng 8 to 12 repetitions per set. So, ayun siya, reps and sets, guys. So, again, reps and sets, the most basic term in bodybuilding is the rep. Repetitions. Rep is short for repetitions. It simply means performing one complete movement of a given exercise. For example, if you're doing a flat barbell bench press, it will mean lifting the bar off the rack, slowly lowering it to mid chest and then pushing it back back up to arm length, forming a group of continuous reps is called a set. Most bodybuilders perform 8 to 12 reps per set. So ayan si reps and sets, that's number 1. So yung number 2 natin naman how many reps. So sa kung ilan ng repetitions, there are 3, tatlong kategorya ng mga rep ranges. Diba? If you want to build maximum muscle size, gusto mo magpalaki, diba? That's for strength. At yung una muna dun sa muscle size. Pangalawa is strength. Pangatlo, general conditioning lang. So, there is no one rep range that will maximize all the 3 categories at once. Ibig sabihin, hindi pare-pareho yun. You must decide what your primary goal is. Depende sa goals mo ang gagawin mong how many reps. Diba? Halimbawa, gusto mo ng strength ang workout mo, so you can go to 3 to 6 reps. Ayan ang the best. Ang gumagawa niyan yung mga strongman. Ayan. You know what guys, napaka-basic nitong chapter 1 natin. So sa may alam na, diba, at least alam nyo na. Pero papasadahan natin din yung advance, but we need to take this up, itong basic, para sa mga iba pang hindi nakakaalam kung ano nga ba ito. So if you want to gain muscle strength, kailangan mo lang 3 to 6 reps. Seems to work best. Totoo yan. Then, if you want to try to gain muscle mass, magsik ka dun sa reps na 8 to 12 sets will do. If you want muscle mass, yeah, effective yan. And for general conditioning naman, ibig sabihin nito may connect dito ang cardio And if you want to lose weight, diba? If you want to tone, so if you want to tone, you need to do 12 to 20 reps. Normal pa yan. So again, there are 3 broad categories of rep ranges. 1, for a bodybuilding maximum muscle size. 1 is for maximum strength. And 1 for general conditioning. So, 3 na. Diba? So, ano ba yung magaganda ulit doon? If you want to gain strength, 3 to 6 reps will do. If you want to gain size, gusto mo magpamas, gusto mo magpalaki, doon ka sa 8 to 12. Pero ako talaga, 12 to 15 ang ginagawa ko. Pero ang normal talaga, and suits best is 8 to 12. At saka kung if you want to tone your weight, diba? 12 to 20 range, yan ang normal. Whatever the exercises, you just do those reps. Kung alin man dun ang gusto mo. Depende sa goal mo. Diba? Now, that's number 2. Ito namang number 3, rep ranges. Diba? So, rep ranges, even though most people may respond best to a given rep range, everyone is different. So kahit sinusunod natin itong mga to, iba-iba pa rin yung tanggap ng katawan natin. So over time, experiment with different rep ranges to see what works best for you. Don't stick with a given rep range if it doesn't give you the results you desire. Ibig sabihin guys, maaaring lahat ng fitness coach ituruan tayo kung ano maganda. Pero hindi lahat ng tinuturo niyan susundin ng katawan mo. Susundin ng katawan mo pa rin mag-decide at the end of the day kung ano maganda sa'yo. Gaya nga ng ginagawa ko, personally sa akin, if I'm building muscle mass, gusto ko na naman magpalaki, I'm doing four sets of 15 repetitions when I do chest workout. That's what I do. Ako naman kasi much more on pagpapalaki lang ang gusto ko. I want to be big as I can get. So, yan ang atira ko. Pero kayo, pwede kang mag-experiment. Depende sa gusto mong goal, depende sa kaya ng katawan mo. It's up to you. You're the coach of yourself. So, ikaw ang bahala dyan. That's number 3, rep ranges. Kailangan mo mag-eksperimento hanggang makuha mo kung anong tamang timpla sa'yo. And huwag kang mag-i-stick. Halimbawa, 6 months na, ganun pa rin ang ginagawa mo. Kailangan pa iba-iba ginagawa mo kasi nga, pag nasana yung katawan natin na ganun lagi yung ginagawa mo, hindi ka na mag-grow. Kailangan, laging may bagong ginagawa yung katawan para masanay siya. Excuse me guys. So number 4 is beginner reps. So ano naman yan? So when starting an exercise program, perform higher reps. The higher reps will force you to use a lighter weight. So that means you can concentrate on mastering your technique. You will achieve better results. There is a less chance of injury. So ano ibig sabihin? Bago ka lang sa gym, di ba? Bago ka lang doon, so wala ka pang alam. Kung mag-i-start ka mag-exercise, you must perform higher, yung mga matataas na reps kagad, like 12 to 20. But, ang gamitin mo is yung magagaan lang muna, like yung mga 5 o 10, 5 to 10 lang, 15 mabigat na yun, 15 pounds, 5 to 10 pounds lang will do. Halimbawa, nagba-bicep curl ka, although lightweight lang siya, magagawa mo siya ng tama. Diba? Kasi lightweight siya and more reps, magagawa mo ng tama yung exercise, proper technique. At dahil lightweight lang siya, less chance mo lang magkaroon ng injury dahil ang gym naman, hindi naman pabigatan ng binubuhat yan eh. Hindi tayo nakikipag-unahan makabuhat ng mabigat. Kundi dun lang tayo sa kaya natin. So again, beginner reps. When starting an exercise program, perform higher reps. Gumawa na agad ng matataas na repetitions. Because these higher reps will force you to use lightweight. Dapat lightweight lang ang gamitin. This means, ibig sabihin nito, makakapag-concentrate ka sa tamang pag-perform ng exercise na yun. Halimbawa nga, bicep curl, di ba? So, magagawa mo ng tama yung bicep curl. At ayan, dahil lightweight at tamang technique, lesser na magkaroon ka ng injury. Dahil tayo sa gym, we're training muscles. We're not destroying them. Di ba? And sa gym, we are training muscles. We are not training the joints. So number 5, guys. Never too young. Pasensya na guys. Yung phone natin nag-overheat. Yan na mahirap sa mga bagong phone ngayon. Hindi gaya ng mga luma. So anyway, nasa number 5 na tayo. I hope you can still I hope you're still listening. Sana may makuha kayo dito kasi ito napaka mahalagang matutunan nyo yung mga basic. Dahil hindi ka pwedeng mag-grade 6 kung hindi ka nag-grade 1. Tsaka kailangan ito. Kasi hindi lang basta kabilisan tong bodybuilding. This is a lifelong effort, guys. Kaya pilit kong kinikater yung mga baguhan at i-share sa kanila yung mga tips na pwede nilang matutunan na which hindi na napasadahan ng iba na ibang channel kasi dumiretso na sila sa kung ano yung sa anong ginagawa sa gym. Hindi ganun yung dapat. You know the rules. You know the basics. You always go back to basics, guys. That's what you need bago ka tumalon. Kapag alam mo na yung basic, nasa time, tumalon ka na sa kung anong-ano ang gusto mo. Na which papasadahan din natin yan. Pero for now, dun muna tayo sa very basic of the basic. So number 5, guys. Never too young. Never too young. For those younger readers, or those who have young teens, be reassured that you are never too young to benefit from a regular weight training program. Regular exercise improves physical fitness and strength, promotes a healthy lifestyle, and boosts self-esteem. The old myth of weight training shutting down growth is just that a myth. There's no evidence to support this old belief. So ano yun? Sa mga teens na gustong mag-workout, ang normal age dyan is 14, 15, 16. Pwede na magsimula yan. Huwag niyong isipin na masyado pa kayong bata, 14, 15, 16. Sakto na yan, edad na yan. Na kayo yung mag-exercise. Why? Kasi ano makukuha mo sa pag nag-exercise ka? Madami. Siyempre, may improve yung overall physical fitness and strength mo. Tapos, magkakaroon ka ng healthy lifestyle. Magkakaroon ka ng self-esteem, ng tiwala sa sarili. Diba? Kaysa gumawa ng bisyo, kaysa maglaro ng nakaupo, di mag-exercise ka na lang. Diba? At saka, yung sabi-sabi dati na pagbata ka, huwag kang magbubuhat kasi di ka nalalaki. Kalokohan yun. Kasi kung ano yung laki mo, wala namang kinalaman yung buhat dun. So kung ano talaga yung height mo, yun ka na eh. Di ba? Kung maliit ka talaga. Kung malaki ka talaga. Na which, when you engage dito sa bodybuilding, ilalaki, ang gaganda katawan. But, be natural. So, hindi totoo yung kasabihan na if you start weightlifting, bodybuilding, liliit ka, nakakaliit, hindi ka natatangkad. Kalokohan po yun. Hindi po yung totoo. Walang studies na nagpatotoo niyan. Wala. So, there's never too young. Walang bata-bata kung gusto mo matutong mag-bodybuilding. That's number 5. We have number 6. Kabaliktaran ng walang bata-bata. Number 6 is never too old. Never too old. The fastest growing demographic segment of society is the baby boomers generation. Totoo yan. So anyone born between the year 1946 and 1964. So yung mga baby boomer generation pala, itong pinanganak ng 1946 to 1964, ang tawag pala rito yan, baby boomers generation. Generation X tayo eh. Tapos yung mga kabataan ngayon, ano na ba? Iba din yan sila eh. Basta kami, Generation X kami. Ako. So yan. So unlike their counterparts from 30 or 40 years old, most baby boomers are not content to grow old. Diba? They want to stop the clock. Weight training is one of the best forms of exercise to combat the decline in physical health brought about by age. So unlike cardio, which can be stressful on older joints, weight training can be tailored to the individual's fitness level. In addition, one weight training can slow down the problems associated with bone loss due to osteoporosis. So you baby boomer readers, get up off the couch and hit the gym. So ito palang mga, as, as I've said, ito nga, pinanganak ng 1946 to 1964. They are what they call the baby boomers. Diba? Now, yung mga counterpart naman nila from 30 to 40 years, hindi sila nakakontentong just to grow old. They want to stop the clock. Gusto nilang i-combat yung age by training. So ang masasabi ko lang diyan is again nga, never too old. So if you think you're old, then that's just a number, guys. Diba? Umalis ka sa bahay mo, you start finding a gym and you go work out. But first, if you work out, you first need to consult a good doctor or a good fitness coach. Dahil ang matinong fitness coach, hindi ka kagad pasasabakin yan na magbuhat na kung ano-ano. Salip, yung medical status mo, i-check muna yan kasi baka meron kang mga something dyan. Kailangan ayus yan lahat. Kasi kung may problema ka, hindi ka pwedeng basta lang magbuhat. Maybe you can do some exercises na hindi naman ganun kabibigat. Mga light exercises will do. Diba? Pero, ayun nga, ang matinong coach, hindi ka pasasabakin kaagad niyan sa buhatan. Kundi kailangan i-check niya muna yung medical status mo kung may problema ka kung may hika ka, kung may problema ka sa ganito, sa ganyan. So, ayan. Pero never too old, guys. If you want to work out, you do work out. Pero sa panahon nga ngayong new normal, medyo sarado pa yung gym. So, maybe you can buy a simply dumbbell set. Ayan. Pero first, you need to consult your doctor and your trusted fitness coach. Ayan. So, number 7 na tayo, guys. This is about genetics, yung genes. So, may connect siya dun sa number 5. So, number 7 is, you don't worry about your genetics. The bad news is that your genetics makeup is the primary limiting factor in your training. That's the bad news. Yun yung bad news. Kung yung genetics mo hindi maganda. So what's the good news, fitness coach Ron? The good news is that no one has ever utilized his or her full genetic potential. Although unfavorable genetics have made thousands of bodybuilders ultimate achievements difficult, no individual has ever been completely hindered by them. So get on it. So ibig sabihin, guys, hindi na majority ng tao hindi naman perfect yung genetics, di ba? Maaaring maliit ka. Meron nga hindi pantay yung balikat eh. No, totoo yan. Meron nga hindi pantay yung shoulder eh. Mas malaki yung isa, mas malaki yung isa. May mga ganyan. Meron din yung mas malaki yung isang hita kaysa dun sa isa. Totoo yan, that's normal. Pero hindi ibig sabihin yan, hindi ka na magiging mahusay na bodybuilder if you want to compete. Diba? So, genetics is not a problem. There's a bad news sa genetics, pero meron ding good news. Diba? Pwede mong ayusin yung genetics na yan. Lalo na yung mga, yung mga, ganyan, kung hindi pantay yung mo, halimbawa, mas malaki yung isang, halimbawa, sa pec muscles, sa chest. Meron tayong kaibigan na mas malaki yung kaliwa kaysa sa kanan, pero naayos yan. Pero yun, bad genetics na yun. Pero that doesn't mean na hindi na siya pwede mag-workout dahil ganun. Nakukuha din sa workout lahat yan, guys. So, don't worry about your genetics. So, number 8. Number 8 is writing down your goals. Just as you would haphazardly drive around hoping by accident to reach your destination. So too, should you have a roadmap to follow in bodybuilding. So grab a piece of paper and write down exactly what you want to change about your body. So it is an extra inch or 2 on your arm. Diba? So how about yung 225 pound bench press? Or perhaps you want to see your abs again. Next, give yourself a time to follow and try to stick to it. This will keep you honest and less likely to skip workout. So ano yun? So kailangan din kasi hindi bara-bara. Kailangan nililista mo kung anong mga goals ang gusto mo. Gusto mo ba magpalaki? Gusto mo ba magpaliit? Gusto mo ba makita yung abs mo? Gusto mo bumuhat ng mabigat? So lahat yan, nililista mo yan. At saka hindi lang nga yun na dapat nililista. Even yung diet plan mo, nililista mo dapat yan. Even your workout plan, kung paano yung banat, nililista mo yan. Yung sa akin, nakaano pa yan. Makikita mo, luma na yung tinta, umano na eh. Pero, nandyan pa yan. Kung ilang reps, kung ilang sets, kung ano yung mga pinagpa-partner mong muscle ang pwede mo i-workout. So, lahat yan nakasulat. Kasi kung sa isip mo lang yun, malilimutan mo yan, of course. Kaya kailangan nakasulat yan, guys. At pag nakasulat yan, lagi mo maaalala yan. Kung ano yung dapat, kung ano yung tama. Workout tips, diet tips, whatever. Diba? Yeah. That's number 8. Writing down your goals. Effective yan, guys. So, number 9. Strict versus loose reps. So, ano naman yun? Ano naman yun? Diba? Pa-advance tayo ng pa-advance, guys. So, you just stay tuned on me. Ayan. Number 9 is strict versus loose reps. Bodybuilders perform 2 types of reps. So, ibig sabihin, tayong mga bodybuilder, gumagawa tayo ng 2 types ng repetition. Itong strict and loose. As the name implies, sa pangalan pa lang, di ba? So, yung strict reps, ayan yung mga pini-perform natin ng magandang technique. Ayan. Strict reps are those that are performed in almost flawless fashion. Di ba? There is no cheating. Walang daya. Walang jerking. The weight up. Counterpart ng kanyang isa, di ba, loose reps, those are for which somebody momentum is used to assist the great muscle in lifting the weight. There is an argument to be made that reps should always be performed in strict style. This is especially true. At the beginner level, but advanced bodybuilder frequently use a loose training style. So pagbago pa lang kayo, guys, you need to perform yung exercise na yun ng tama. Di ba? Huwag yung gagayahin yung ibang malalaki na, yung mga nag-u-Olympia na. Bakit? Kasi kahit anong gawing exercise ng mga yun, kahit na walang gawin yun, malaki na sila eh. Na-meet na nila yung full potential nila. Kaya nga nag-Olympia na sila eh. Di ba? Sino ba sila? Si Ronnie Coleman, Jay Cutler, Kai Green. Lalaki na nila eh. Kahit anong gawin nila, kahit gumawa sila ng bara-barang technique, malaki na sila. So, tayo naman, lalo na kung bago ka pa lang, hindi ka pwede maging ganun. Lalo kang hindi lalaki kung bara-bara yung gagawin mo. You need to do it. You need to do the style with a flawless way, sabi niya. So, dun tayo sa strict. Huwag muna tayo dun sa loose. Diba? Yun. So, number 10, guys. Concentration is the key. So, sa lahat ng ginagawa mo, kailangan may concentration. Kasi kung wala, huwag mo na lang gawin. Diba? Yun na may isang nanonood. Salamat. Sino kaya ito? Kasi ako nagbabanggit dito dahil I'm just sharing some tips here ng bodybuilding tips. So, thank you. Sino nanonood, salamat. So, concentration is the key. Always concentrate and focus on the muscle you're trying to stimulate when exercising. Try to make a lighter weight. Try to make a lighter weight. Feel like a heavier weight. In his prime, diba? So Arnold Schwarzenegger used 60 to 70 pounds to work his biceps, while others were lifting 80 or 100 pounds. So Arnold made those 60s feel like 80s and built two of the greatest biceps in bodybuilding history. So, ibig sabihin, concentration is the key. At saka yung muscle natin, wala namang utak yan eh. Hindi naman yun nararamdaman kung mabigat yung banat mo o hindi. Di ba? Wala namang utak yung muscle natin. So, hindi niya alam kung yung binubuhat mo is 20 pounds lang o 80 pounds. Di ba? Nung kapanahonan nga daw ni Arnold, ginagawa niya lang yung sa bicep niya is 60 pounds to 70 pounds. Pero yung mga kasamahan niya, taga 100 yung biceps. Taga 100 pounds yung bana sa biceps. Diba? At saka hindi naman mapabigatan ang bodybuilding. It's about how you perform the exercise right. Diba? Hindi naman pabigatan yan. Kasi kung pabigatan yan, hindi bodybuilding yan. Strongman ito. Hindi naman ito strongman. Bodybuilding, pagandahan. You should make the workout smooth. Smooth. So, ayan. And sino ba namang hindi nakakakilala kay Arnold Schwarzenegger kung talagang nagbubuhat ka? Diba? So, nasa ano na tayo? Nasa number 11. So, nasa number 11 na tayo, guys. Throw them out. So, ano yun? Unless you are a 100 of pounds overweight, throw your scales out the window. Body weight is not always a good measurement of fitness and health. Yeah? You could gain 10 pounds of muscle and lose 10 pounds of fat. Your weight will not have changed yet. You've improved yourself considerably by losing fat and adding muscle. Maganda yan. Pero huwag niyo itatapon yung mga panimbang yun. Mahal yan eh. Sa Amerika kasi mura lang yan. Kaya di tinatapon. Pero dito wag. Sayang yan. Pero huwag kayong magbe-base, guys. Hindi lang naman lahat ng nagbubuhat payat eh. Meron din gusto magbuhat na bagong nagbubuhat. Kasi nga, she feels na overweight na siya, di ba? So, he need to tone down. Di ba? So, huwag kayong magbe-base sa weighing scale at saka sa BMI dun sa body mass index Y. Kasi tignan nyo si The Rock, si Dwayne Johnson. So, pag pinag-compare nyo yung height niya sa weight niya, overweight siya. Paano naging overweight yun? Coach Ron, ang ganda ng katawan. Kasi nga sa BMI nga sa BMI na body mass index, 'di ba? Overweight ka pagka mas mabigat ka kaysa sa ano mo, 'di ba, sa height mo, 'di ba? So overweight siya, pero in a good way kasi nga bato-bato siya. So huwag kayong magbe-base sa BMI at huwag kayong magbe-base sa weighing scale. Salit, mag-base kayo dun sa mismong sa salamin. Mas makakatulong yan. Dun yung makikita kung payat ba ako, o overweight ba ako. Ayan. Diba? So number 12, guys. Patience is a virtue. Itong madalas ko itong naririnig, bata pa ako. Totoo naman. Don't expect results in a few weeks. It takes an average of 2 to 4 months before you'll see significant changes in strength and muscle size. Even then, you might not see them, but they are occurring just the same. Some things are worth waiting for. Diba? So stay dedicated and be persistent. Alam nyo guys, maraming nag-engage dito sa bodybuilding and nagbayad siya, naka-monthly na siya. So buhat siya ng buhat. Naka 1 week na siya, akala niya, laki niya na. Hanggang sa sumuko na lang, iniwan na yung binayad niya dun. Bakit? Kalokohan daw yung bodybuilding at hindi siya lumaki. Hindi naman yan overnight success eh. Di ba? Sabi nga, di ba? 2 to 4 months. Sa akin hindi. Yung sa months na yan, wala ka pa makikita dyan. Maaring meron pero katiting. You give it a year. Whatever you're starting, kung ano man yun, you give it a year para malaman mo. Diba? At hindi ko makakita niyan yung ibang tao. Ang pwede mo lang gawin, you do it right, you perform it better. Diba? Lahat ng exercise, gawin mo. Supplements, nandyan. Tulog, nandyan. Magandang mood, nandyan. Ibang tao makakakita kung lalaki ka o hindi. Makakakita niyan yung mga kabakal mo din. Na, uy, laki mo na. Uy, okay ka na. Okay na yung katawan mo. Ganyan. Tsaka matagal. Hindi siya madali. Kaya nga bodybuilding, lifelong effort. Wala namang mabilisan, di ba? Hindi siya mabilis. Hindi siya yung parang pinagkasunduan nyo lang ng barkada na uminom tayo. Tapos bukas limot nyo na yung nangyari. Hindi ganun. Dito pag pumasok ka dito, lifestyle na siya. Kailangan kasama na yan sa buhay. Kung susuko ka lang din, huwag ka na magsimula. Sayang lang ang effort. So number 13, the ups and downs. There will be days when there won't be enough weight in the gym for you. Conversely, there will be days when the warm-up will feel heavy. There is no way you will be able to max out on every workout. So let the body be your guide. On the days when it says go at 75%, listen. So ano yun? Ayan. Yeah, hi Madam Crisantaki. Madam, I don't usually give jackets here because in my LS, this is my first LS, I'm sharing bodybuilding tips. I hope may makuha ka sa akin. I'm sharing the very basics of bodybuilding tips. So, ayan, hindi po tayo nagdidikitan dito or nagpapadikit. Instead, I'm just sharing some tips here till the end ng aking LS. But thank you for coming, Madam. Now, again, so number 13 is the ups and downs. So, anong ibig sabihin ng sinabi ko kanina? Meron kasi tayong gising na maganda. Diba? Na-feel natin, sabik na sabik yung katawan natin to work out. Diba? So, kabaliktaran, meron din tayong masamang gising na para bang yung magaan sa atin, napakabigat. So, ano naman ang gagawin mo pag gagawin? Simple lang din. Listen to your body. Kung maganda yung kung anong sinasabi ng katawan mo, if your body wants to say na kaya mo magbuhat ng mabigat ngayon, okay ako. then do it. Pero kung hindi, huwag mong pilitin kasi pag pinilit mo, diyan ka may injured, diyan ka masisira. May days talaga na maganda, may days talagang hindi. So, whatever the day is, kailangan makinig ka. Sinasabi ng katawan. That's the number 13. Then yung number 14 is yung tinatawag nilang 10 for 1. So ano naman yun? So on average, you need to gain 10 pounds of body weight for every inch of arm size. For most people who train consistently, this means that in a 5-year period, they'll increase the body weight by 50 pounds and add 5 inches to their arms. Yes, that's true. 10 for 1. Yeah. Ang average talaga is 10 pounds of body weight sa kada inch. Depende sa arm size. And sa kadalasang tao ang ibig sabihin ni 5-year period at i-increase ang body weight by 50 pounds. Diba? By 50 pounds and add 5 inches to their arms. Pero you know what? Ang ibig sabihin pa rin yun is you need to be consistent sa kung ano man ang ginagawa. So number 15 guys is force reps. So ano naman yung force reps? Force reps, after you have a few months of training under your belt, you can try a few advanced training techniques. One of the easiest to learn is a force reps. A force reps is a rep performed after you can no longer lift the weight on your own. Let's say you complete 10 reps on the bench press and cannot do the number 11. Have a partner place in hands under the bar and provide just enough lift to help you complete a couple of additional or force reps. In the gym, Jago, your partner is giving you a spot. So, meron tayong mga kaibigan sa gym na pagka hindi na natin kayang magbuhat, meron tayong mga kaibigan na pwede mong sabihin, pa-spot naman. So, pag sinabihan kayo ng spot, guys, ibig sabihin magpapatulong sa inyo. Halimbawa, nagbe-bench press ka, gumawa ka na ng 15. Pero gusto mo pa sana ituloy ng 16 to 17, pero hindi mo na kaya dahil hanggang 15 lang yung kaya mong sarili. So, pwede kang spot naman. So, tutulungan ka niya. Hanggang matapos mo yung kung makakadalawa ka pa o makakatatlo ka pa, force reps. Halimbawa naman, nagba-biceps ka pa, diba? Nagba-bicep curl ka, nagawa mo na yung 15 and still you want to add more. Para maging, ipo-force reps mo siya by doing jerking. May tulong na ng katawan. Hindi na lang purong biceps para magawa mo siya. Pero of course, hindi na siya flawless. Diba? Sabi ko nga, dapat flawless techniques. Pero itong force reps na to, ginagamit na to ng medyo mga advanced na. So wala pa naman tayo dyan kung bago pa lang tayo nagbubuhat. Ayun. So number 16 is how many sets? How many sets naman? As with the number of reps in a set, there is no magic number of sets to perform in a workout. In time, most bodybuilders discover what works best for them. So perform too many and you run the risk of overtraining and burnout. Perform too few and you won't adequately stimulate the muscles. My advice is to start off by performing 6 to 8 sets total for a bigger muscles like chest, back, and legs, and 4 to 6 sets for smaller muscle like biceps and triceps. So guys, ayan. Ano ba yung mga big muscle part? Ang pinakamalaking part sa lahat is the legs. Yan. Bakit legs? Kasi yung lower body natin, di ba? Legs ang dyan. Legs ang pinaka majority ng lower. So yan ang malaki. Second is the back. Malaki yung back na yan. Yan. Then the chest. yung pectoralis major. Ayan, yung dibdib. So, ang sabi niya, 4 to 6 sets dapat para sa big muscle, chest, back, and legs. So again, 4 to 6 sets. Sorry. 6 to 8 total sets ang pwede mong gawin sa big muscles like chest, back, and legs. Pag naman small muscle part, so ano ba yung small muscle part? Bicep, tricep, at saka yung calves natin. Yung calves sa bandang sa may binte. Ayan, so yung calves. 4 to 6 sets para sa smaller muscles. Ako personally, I do the same. Lalo na pag medyo ginaganahan magbuhat, talaga namang I do 8 sets total when I do chest workout, back workout. Totoo yan. Talagang effective. Pero depende pa rin yan sa katawan. So ikaw pa rin na mag-decide. Lahat ng pinagsasabi ko dito, this only for sharing experiences. Pero at the end of the day, ikaw pa rin mag-decide which workout will suits best for you. Ayun. So number 17 is a guide for too many sets. So ano yun? So one of the best guides for determining when to stop training a particular muscle is to go by the pump. As soon as a muscle is subjected to exercise, it begins to fill up with blood, giving it a tighter and fuller feeling. Bodybuilders have discovered a point when doing extra sets not only doesn't increase the pump can actually drain away. It is at this point that you should stop training the muscles and move on to the next body part. So ano ibig sabihin? So halimbawa, nagba-bicep ka, di ba? Nagsi-seated bicep curl ka. Sayang din yung nakikita. But still, you can imagine niyo na lang. Nagba-bicep curl ka na nakaupo, di ba? So you're doing your third set. Di ba, mapapansin nyo parang ano siya, parang bakit? Bakit? Pasensya na guys. Nasa na ba tayo? Dun sa a guide for too many sets. So ayun nga. So kunwari, nagba-bicep curl ka, di ba? Naka third set ka na. So siyempre magana yan. Mararamdaman mo naman magana siya. So kung namagana mo na siya at yung ibig sabihin ng magana, nakapag ano na yun, nakapag nandun na yung pump. As soon as a muscle is subjected to exercise, it begins to fill up with blood, giving it a tighter and fuller feeling. Yung parang sisikip siya sa biceps mo kung nagba-bicep ka. Pag sumikip na siya at pag feeling mo tight na siya and natapos mo naman na yung workout na yun, no need to do extra sets guys kasi doing extra sets will just drain the pump. At sa bodybuilding, ang hinahanap natin dyan is the pump. Once na nag-pump na yan, talo na tayo sa ibang exercises. Ganyan din yung mga bodybuilders ng 70s and 80s. They just want the pump. Yes. Madam Crisanta Kim, thank you for staying dito sa aking LS. I really admire it. Salamat. I hope ano ka din, fan ka din ng bodybuilding, ng exercise. Yan. Sana may nakuha kang kahit konting info dito sa aking mga nasi-share. So, yan. So pagka when you feel na ano na siya, nag-tight na siya, full na siya, talon ka na sa ibang exercise. No need to do extra reps, guys. Ayun. So, that's number 17, a guide for too many sets. So, dito na tayo sa number 18. The final set. As you exercise a muscle, waste product such as lactic acid begins to build up. It is this metabolic byproduct of exercise that plays a major role in fatiguing the muscle. One way to help flush these exercise limiters out is by performing a lighter, higher rep set at the end. So, high reps, flush the area with blood, spreading up waste removal. So, yun na, di ba? So, when you finish all your workout sa gym, you need to still do the last set. Hindi naman lahat ginagawa to, yung iba lang. So, depende pa rin sa'yo. Pero kami, we usually do this after the training. After all the workouts na ginawa namin. May parang pasada pa, parang banlaw kung sa layman's term ng mga kabakal natin, binabanlawan. So, binabanlawan namin yan gamit ang magaan na weight, pero high reps. Ibig sabihin, madaming beses na inulit. Yun. By doing that, you are flushing the area with blood, spreading up waste removal. So, ayan. That's number 18. So, number 19, guys, don't burn them out or fade them away. Number 19, don't burn them out or fade them away. Huwag mo silang papagurin, mawawala sila. Even though they are the showy muscles of the body. The biceps are one of the easiest muscle to overtrain. Your biceps receive a good workout just by being used in your back workout. Don't make the mistakes of training them 3 to 4 times a week for 15 to 20 sets. Try 6 to 8 sets in total, once or twice a week. So, yung bicep natin, yun yung makikita talaga sa atin. So, kung malaki yung biceps mo, ayos to, ang laki ng biceps, diba? Ganyan tayo. So, paano mo siya iti-train? Iti-train mo lang siya ng 1 beses o 2 beses kada linggo. Diba? At diba nga, sabi dun sa number 16 na 4 to 6 sets lang gawin mo, huwag ka nang susobra. Kasi kung hindi siya, pag sinobrahan mo siya, hindi siya lalaki. Ma-overtrain siya, lalo siyang lalo siyang masisira. Imbis na mapaganda, lalo masisira. So you don't overtrain. Dahil nga, when you do back workout, nagagamit mo na dyan yung biceps. Anyway, biceps is just a secondary muscle sa back, diba? Kasi when you're doing back nga, diba? Gagamit mo na rin yung biceps. So, na-workout mo na rin siya, napapasadahan mo na rin siya ng hindi man mismong sinadya, pero napasadahan mo na siya by just training your back. So, kung papasadahan mo man siya ng sarili niya na parang mo siya, i-isolate mo siyang i-workout. Huwag mo na siyang i-workout ng todo kasi pagod na yun, nung nag-back ka. Actually, ano ba yung mga muscle part na pwede mong pagsabayin? I usually do chest tsaka tricep, nagsasabay ko yan. Siyempre, I do the chest first because when you're doing chest, you're also doing tricep. Diba? So, tricep, chest, nagsasabay ko yan. And then back, then the second day, back, tsaka biceps, nagsasabay ko yan. Then at the third day, I do shoulders at saka legs. Pero una muna yung legs. That's what I do. So, sa Monday, iba. Halimbawa, Monday. So, Monday, chest, tricep. Tuesday, back, bicep. Third day, shoulder, legs. Diba? Hindi ako nag-abs. So, I rest. Or if I don't wanna rest, sa 4th day ko gagawin ko yung ginawa ko sa day 1. Ganyan-ganyan lang yan. Sunod-sunod lang yan everyday. Yan. So number 20 guys, develop a balance workout. So don't over emphasize on one part of the body like the chest or biceps. Get an expert to help you design a smart, comprehensive program that works all muscle groups. Do at least one exercise for each of the major muscle groups, or you can end up with a muscular imbalance. Not only does that look funny, it causes a great risk of injury. Ayun. Medyo pa-advance na tayo. Sa 20 na tayo eh. I hope you're still with me guys now. Anong ibig niyo sabihin dun sa develop a balance workout? Tayo kasing mga barako, gusto lang naman natin wini-workout talaga is yung chest. Chest, bicep, tricep, shoulder, back. Diba? Hindi kami talaga mahilig mag-legs kasi, diba? Alam niyo yan. Kaya nga may makikita kayong iba kung tawagin chicken legs. Kasi parang Johnny Bravo. Kasi nga, diba? Malaki yung itaas. Maliit yung ibaba. Sa girls naman, priority nila yung lower kaysa sa upper. Diba? So, you need to develop a good balance workout. Gaya ng sinabi ko nga nung kanina, diba? Monday, I do chest, tsaka tricep. Then the second day, I do back and biceps. The third day, I do legs and shoulders. Then the fourth day, I can rest. Or on the fourth day, I can do the workouts I did on Monday. So, ganyan lang. Kailangan may pasada lang. Hindi pwedeng araw-araw kang mag-chest, araw-araw kang mag-back. Magkakaroon ka ng muscle imbalance at hindi magandang tignan. Hindi rin maganda guys yung puro lang kayo biceps, mukha lang kayong pangit ng tignan na ang laki ng biceps mo tapos maliit yung ibang body part. Maliit yung shoulder, maliit yung tricep, maliit yung chest, pero bicep ang laki. Pangit tignan. Kailangan talaga pinapasadahan mo lahat. Kailangan nandun yung symmetry. So ayan, 21. So nasa 21 na tayo. The strongest may survive, but the weakest need extra work. So ano naman yun? So closely related to the previous tips is the fact that many bodybuilders fall victim to the trap of working their largest and strongest muscles more than their weakest. So the temptation is so strong to give into the quick gratification of working the muscles that respond the quickest. The last thing you want is your gym body saying things behind you, saying things behind your back, like he's all arms, or PT, he has no legs. Keep a close eye on each muscle progress and adjust your training accordingly. So ayan yung sinasabi natin, di ba? Kami nga tayong mga lalaki nga kasi mahilig tayo sa lagi na lang chest, napapabayaan yung back. Mahilig sa shoulder, napapabayaan yung bicep, tricep. Kailangan lahat pinapasadahan. Even the legs. Marami dyan, ang lalaki ng katawan pagdating sa legs. Chicken legs, di ba? Ang pangit. Imagine niyo guys, ang laki niya sa taas, tapos sa ibaba niya, wala. Normal. Di ba? At huwag nyo underestimate yung legs dahil napaka-big muscle part yung legs. So, kailangan yung train ng legs talaga. Kung ayaw nyo maging Johnny Bravo. Dahil ang pangit nga naman tignan. Yun. So, number 22 is bring a friend. Unless you are passionate about training, you'll have days when going to the gym is the last thing on your mind. Studies have shown that over 60% of people new to weightlifting will stick with it or at least 6 months if they have a friend or spouse training with them. So as soon as you decide to take up exercising, try to recruit a training buddy. So ano ibig sabihin? Kung ikaw passionate ka sa ginagawa mo, di ba? Meron talagang mga araw gaya ng sinabi ko na minsan yung gising mo maganda, gising mo pangit. Di ba? You need to bring a friend. Pwedeng kapatid mo, asawa mo, kaibigan mo, para may kasama kang mag-workout. Diba? At saka guys, itong natutunan ko dyan na personally, this is Coach Ron's personal opinion. Halimbawa, may ginawa ka. Halimbawa, sumali ka sa dito. Halimbawa, sumali ka sa YT. Pagka 6 months, pagtapos na yung 6 months, nandyan ka pa rin. Para sa'yo yan. Pero pag wala kang 6 months at huminto ka na dyan, ay hindi para sa'yo yan. Ganun lang. Malalaman mo kung mahal mo yung isang bagay kung after the 6 months, ginagawa mo pa rin siya. Pero kung hindi, 2 months pa lang, 3 months pa lang, tinamad ka na, hindi para sa'yo yun. Kalimutan mo. Ako mag-workout. Hinahanap-hanap ng katawan. Ang dami ko nang pinasok na ibang craft. Even here, ito pa rin ang bukang bibig ko. Hindi ko man siya nagagawa, na-explain ko naman siya why. I love bodybuilding. Ito talaga first love. Diba? Ito talaga. And if may kasama ka sa gym na kaibigan, asawa, or what, magiging bonding moment niyo pa yun. Diba? Magiging ang bonding moment niyo. Healthy pa kayong dalawa. Diba? Kaya, napakaganda you bring a friend na makakasama mong magbuhat. O minsan, baka dun mo pa nga makita yung mga gym buddies mo, like me. Yung iba, dun na lang natin nakilala. Talaga mga true friends na nagkakilala kami because of a weightlifting. Pareho ko kami ng craft. Ayan. So number 3, don't go catabolic. One of the biggest detriments to gaining size and strength is performing too many sets per muscle group. Try to stick with 6 to 8 sets for smaller muscles and 10 to 12 for bigger muscle groups. So na-explain ko na rin to dun sa how many sets, diba? Dun sa 16. Yan. Actually, yung mga tips naman natin guys, ano lang, may mga connection din. Diba? Pero kailangan talaga natin pasadahan yung basic para maintindihan natin yung pinapasok natin. So ano ba yung ibig sabihin ng catabolic? Yung catabolism. Diba? So catabolism is the set of metabolic pathways that breaks down molecules into smaller units that are either oxidized to release energy or use to use in other anabolic reaction. Catabolism breaks down large molecules into a smaller unit. Yun. So yun pala siya. Mga hormones din. Catabolic hormones. So ano ba yung catabolic hormones? Pasadahan din natin. That includes adrenaline, cortisol, glucagon. The balance between anabolism and catabolism is also regulated by circadian rhythm. Pero napaka-advanced na nito. With process such as glucose metabolism fluctuating too much of activity through the day. Pero napaka-advanced na ito. Na pinasadahan lang naman natin. So number 24 is, so yun nga, don't go catabolic. Ibig sabihin, wag mong pagurin masyado. Ang kabaliktaran ng catabolic is anabolic. So you don't overtrain para hindi ka mag-muscle waste. Kailangan stick ka lang dun sa sets, di ba? Sabi nga, 6 to 8 sets total para sa bigger muscle. Chest, back, and legs at 4 to 6 sets ng smaller muscles like bicep and tricep at saka yung calves, yung dito sa iba pa, sa binti. Ayan. So number 24, training to failure. Training to failure means terminating a set when you can no longer lift the weight. If you're doing 10 reps in a set, you will pick a weight that does not allow you to do 11 reps. We don't recommend the training to failure at the beginner level. Doing is a very taxing in your recovery system. Instead, terminate the sets 1 or 2 reps from a failure. An example, use a weight that you will fail at 12 reps but only perform 10. So, ayun. Sorry guys. Diyan maraming distractors talaga eh. So again, tayo yung nagbuhat hindi para mag-overtrain. Kung sa layman's term ng mga kabakal, hindi tayo nagbubuhat ng patayan. Kung hindi, nagbubuhat tayo para maging healthy. Kasi pag na-overtrain ka, hindi na healthy yun. Di ba? So hindi mo kailangan mag-train to failure. Salit, kumuha ka ng weight na tama lang yung bigat sa'yo para ma-perform mo na maayos kung ano man yung gusto mong exercise na gawin. Dahil kung mabigat yung kukunin mo, hindi ka rin magkakaroon ng strict form. Mapipilitan kang magmandaya sa bigat para mabuhat mo kasi nga mabigat eh. Wala na dun yung proper form kung tawagin. Diba? So, hindi tayo after sa mabigat. Yung mabigat na yan. Well, of course, sa akin, when I'm doing chest workout, sa bench press, I'm starting doing 120. Bakit 120? Kasi yun naman talaga yung kaya natin. Pero yung ano natin, yun yung ating barometro. Yun yung ating yun yung ating warm up 120 na which umaakyat pa. Pero kung bago ka, hindi mo kaya. Kaya kung ako nagsimula, ano pa lang ang kaya ko nun, siguro 15, so 30 pounds. Yun lang hanggang sa katagalan, umaangat, nagpo-progress. Yeah. Kaya nga, you start small, kahit baby steps lang yan, laking tulong yan. At tayo nagbubuhat, hindi para patayin yung sarili natin, kundi para maging healthy tayo. So, ayan. So, number 25 is 1 rep maximums. So, ito medyo pang advanced na rin yan. Pero ipapasadaan din natin. So, kung tingin mo, malaki ka na, malakas ka na, if you decide to see how strong you are on a few of the exercises like squats and bench presses, usually being the guilty parties, limit the testing to once a month. Ibig sabihin, kung gusto mo mag-test ng strength, kung kaya mo na ba yun, mag-test ka lang every 1 month. Di ba? Kasi doing 1 rep maximum, place a lot of stress on the soft connective tissues such as ligament and cartilage. So sa bodybuilding, we are training our muscles, not our joints. They also tend to stress out the muscles and tendons to make sure you have a trusted spotter behind you in case you miss the lift attempt. So halimbawa, feel mo malakas ka na, kaya mo na magmabigat, hindi man masamang subukan. Subukan mo lang ng isang beses. But make sure, ito naman, tinitest ito mostly mga sa bench press, sa squats. But make sure you have your trusted fitness coach or you have someone to spot you para kung magkamali ka, there's always a friend na pwedeng sumalo. But don't try this alone. And if you will try that, you just limit that 1 rep maximums monthly. Try mo lang siya isang beses sa isang buwan. But effective yan. Para malaman mo kung nag-gain ka ba ng strength or what. But make sure you do it safely. So 26 is classical versus heavy duty. So the classical system of sets consists of starting out doing 1 to 3 sets per body part and adding a couple of sets and exercises every month or 2. It's not uncommon after a couple of years for advanced bodybuilders to be performing 15 to 20 sets per body part. The heavy-duty styles of training was popularized by Dr. Arthur Jones and the late Mike Mentzer. Ito yung mga kapanahonan ni Arnold dun sa pumping iron. Ayan. So both argued that 1 to 3 all-out sets to failure was more productive and less draining on the recovery system than 15 to 20 sets performed in moderate style. So experiments with both style and see what works best for you. Virtually, all the top bodybuilder champions use the classical system of training. So yung classical daw is consists of just doing 1 to 3 sets per body part. Yun lang. Halimbawa, nag-chest ka. 3 lang, 3 sets. 3 sets ng, halimbawa, 3 sets ng, ano ba sabi niya ulit? Balikan natin. 3 sets of 6 or 8. So yun na yun. Diba? So tapos yung mga modern days na ngayon, ginagawa nilang 15 to 20 sets. Pero ika-clarify ko lang ulit. Babalikan na naman natin yung una. If you're training for a strength, di ba? Sabi ko nga, you go to 3 to 6 reps, di ba? If you're training for mass, gusto mo magpalaki, then you go 8 to 12 reps. Pero if you want to tone down, kung overweight ka, you want to tone down, then you go to 12 to 20 reps. Diba? Yun lang naman. Sa sets naman, tama naman nga talaga sila. Classical pa rin is the best. Kasi yan ang mga nagsimula yung mga 80s. 70s, 80s golden era yan ng mga bodybuilding. Mga panahon nga ni Arnold. Ayan. So tama yan. We still use the classical. Pero it depends. Classical o heavy duty, it's up to your body. Kung anong tatanggapin. Ayan. So nandito na tayo sa 27. So ano naman to? Keep it simple for ectomorphs. Ayan. Kasi nabanggit niyo yung mga ectomorphs. Diba? So papasadahan din natin yung ectomorphs. Ano ba yung ectomorph na yan? Saglit guys. Ayan. So ano ba yung ectomorph? Yung ectomorph kasi ito yung mga matatangkad na payat. Ayan yung mga ectomorph, yung matatangkad na payat. So you can figure it out. Basta nakita mo na payat na matangkad, ectomorph yan. Ito namang endomorph, ito naman yung mga medyo mabababa lang sila, hindi naman matangkad, mababa lang. Tapos medyo malalapad. Parang tabain ganun. While itong mesomorph, ito yung pinaghalong ectomorph at endomorph. Sila yung mga sakto lang. Sakto lang yung katawan. Mostly ng mga bodybuilders, mga mesomorph. Pero mostly naman ng mga endomorph, mga wrestlers, tsaka sa mga strongman. At yung mga ectomorph naman, yan yung mga models. Yan. Pero itong ectomorph dito, if you have an ectomorph type of a body, kaya nga sinabi ko, tall, lean, little, muscle mass. Keep your training simple and infrequent. So kung ectomorph ka, panatiliin mo yung training mong simple. Diba? Gumawa ka lang ng mga basic na exercise. Low sets pero high reps. Sapat nang mag-training ka ng 2 to 3 times sa isang linggo. At dahil ectomorph ka, kailangan mo ng madaming whey protein. Kailangan mo ng protein. Yan. So keep your protein intake high. At least 1 gram per pound of body weight. And wag kang na magka-cardio. Limit yung cardio mo. 2 to 3 20-minute session per week. Kung maaari nga, huwag ka na mag-cardio. Bakit? Kasi when we do cardio, natatagtag tayo. If you're if you wanna mass, nagpapamas ka, nagpapalaki ka, huwag kang magka-cardio kasi matatagtag yung pagpapalaki mo. Diba? Ang dapat nagka-cardio, itong mga endomorph. Kasi sila yung mga tabain. Sila yung kailangan mag-cardio to lose. Diba? So kung ectomorph ka nga, ayun lang ang gagawin mo dahil ectomorph ka. Minsan, bago tayo magsimula sa pagbubuhat, kailangan alam muna natin yung katawan natin kung saan tayo nararapat. Sa ectomorph ka ba? Endomorph ka ba? O mesomorph? So makikita nyo din yan guys. Pwede nyo i-search yan. And ito ang paborito ko sa lahat. Itong number 28, itong go at your own pace. Keep up with the Joneses may be fine in the suburbs, but it's not a good idea in the gym. So don't let someone else workout influence you or your training. It's fine to fed off others' intensity, but don't try to lift too heavy weight just to keep up. Diba? Train at your own pace and strength level. You'll make better progress and have less chance of suffering severe injury. Ito ang paborito. Go at your own pace. When I go to the gym, may kasabayan akong maaaring mas maliliit sa akin o maaaring mas malalaki sa akin. Kung may kasabay akong bumubuhat ng 200, wala akong pakialam sa'yo. Why? Kasi hindi naman ako nag-gym para magpasikat. Nag-gym ako para maging healthy ako. Sadyang nag-warm up lang ako talaga ng 100 hanggang 180 na yan, tuloy-tuloy pag ginanahan. Pero that doesn't mean yun talaga ginagawa ko personally. Coming from warm up na 100, dadagdagan ng 20 to 40, 60, 80. So ilang sets yun? That's what I do. Pero kung hindi mo naman kaya, dun ka lang sa kaya mo. Hindi naman pasikatan ito. Marami dyan kung tawagin mga ego lifters, lalo na pag may dumaang chick. Magbubuhat ng mabigat kahit di naman kaya. Bubuhatin yung mabigat, makapagpasikat lamang. Pero sa daw pinapasikatan ninyo. Niloloko nyo lang ang sarili nyo, kalokohan lang ginagawa nyo, may injured pa kayo dyan. So, kung ano lang kaya mong buhatin, dun ka lang. Time passes by, days goes by, lalaki ka, mabubuhat mo din yung binubuhat ng iba. Hindi naman unahan to, hindi rin ito karera dahil wala namang racetrack sa gym. Diba? So, kung ano lang kaya mong gawin, yun lang. Huwag mong pakialaman yung iba. Basta ikaw, you do what you do best. Ganyan lang. Go at your own pace. Yan ang favorite ni fitness coach Ron. At saka, yun nga, di ba? Halimbawa, idol mo si Ronnie Coleman o si Jay Cutler. Hindi mo naman pwedeng buhatin yung binubuhat nila dahil malalaki na sila. At saka mga jack sila. Nakagamot sila. Na which ikaw hindi, bago ka pa lang. So hindi mo pwedeng buhatin yun kasi hindi mo rin naman talaga mabubuhat yun. At kung pipilitin mong buhatin yun, baka ma-hospital ka lang. So, dun ka muna sa kaya mo. Pag kaya mo nang sumabay sa kanila, tsaka ka na sumabay. Hindi mo kailangan, wala namang paunahan. Sa sarili mo lang, na pagkakaya mo. Diba? Ayun. So, number 29 is, time between sets. So, ano naman yun? You want to wait long enough between sets to rest, to recover your breath, but not too long to hold down before the next set. For most muscles, this works out to about a minute. For a large muscle like legs, you have to wait 90 seconds to 2 minutes. You may get by a 30-second rest for a small muscle like biceps. So, di ba, after we finish the curl, magpapahinga tayo. So, time between sets. May pahinga. So, ang recommended is for the big muscle part is 2 minutes you rest. Sa small body part is 30 seconds. Pero kasi kami sa Bakal Gym, mga chismoso rin kami. So pagkatapos, lalo na pag nandun yung mga tropa, ako, nag-workout ako for 4 hours. Kasi ang isang oras doon sa chismis yun. Hindi man tuloy-tuloy na chismis, pero after doing the barbell press, pupuntahan natin siya, pupuntahan tayo. Ano nga ba nangyari doon sa ganun? Ano nga ba nangyari sa Olympia? So yung 2 minutes natin, nagiging 5 minutes. Pero pag naramdaman natin na natutuyo na yung pawis natin, pero huwag niyo kami gagayahin. Sabi ko, oy, buhat muna tayo. Tutuyuan na tayo ng pawis. Tapos, after that, chismis na naman. Siguro 5-minute chismis, 6-minute chismis. Pero ang ano talaga, yung tama talaga is 2 minutes for a big body part and at least 30 to 40 seconds small muscle group. Yeah. That's our number 29. Now, number 30. So number 30 is when you begin weight training, perform all your sets as straight sets. This means performing a given exercise with a chosen weight for a given number of reps. the straight set style of training is the most common training method used by the bodybuilders. So pag nagsimula ka daw mag-training, perform all your sets as a straight sets. Ang ibig sabihin nun, mag-perform ka ng isang exercise na meron kang pinili na timbang na kaya mong gawan ng number of reps na yun. Ito din ay 80s pa na uso. Gamit itong method ng mga sikat na bodybuilder nung golden era. Sina Arnold, sina Franco Colombo, diba? Mike Mentzer, Vince Ronda. Maaaring hindi nyo kilala yan. Pero yung mga 80s at yung mga talagang nagbubuhat, kilalang-kilala kung sino yung mga yan. So, itong number 31, ano din natin to? Favorite din natin to. So, ang tawag dito, pyramid. Pyramiding. The Egyptian had it right. Hindi ito yung pyramid scam. Iba yun. Itong pyramid na to, ito yung after a few months of training with straight sets. So try pyramiding your reps and weight. So pyramiding involves training with a light weight for a heavy reps, and then increasing the weight and decreasing the reps with each successive sets. So the top of the pyramid will be the point at which you are using your maximum weight. You then start decreasing the weight and increasing the reps. Generally speaking, the lighter sets are performed by 15 to 20 reps, and the heavier sets 40 to 8 reps. Diba? So tayo, ang ginagawa ko kasi pagka nag-chest ako, nagbe-bench press ako, flat bench press. Yan. Ang ginagawa ko is, siyempre, meron tayong warm up. Ang ginagawa ko is, so 90 pound kagad yun. Barbell bench press sa barbell. 90 kagad. But I'm doing one set of 20 reps. Kasi warm up lang naman yun. Diba? Tapos 100, I will go 3 sets. Pero iba nga kasi yung style, iba-iba naman yung style, but this is what I do. Just want to share my style. So, pag 100 na ako, gagawin ko naman siyang 18. Pag naging 120, 16. 16 reps. We're talking about the reps here. 140, ano na lang siya? 14. 160, 12. Pag umabot tayo ng 190, tapos agad yung 210, ano na lang yun? Konting reps na lang yun. But ganun ang style ng pyramid. Ayan. The higher the weight, the lower the rep. Or you can, you can do it the other way. The higher the rep, the lower the weight. Nasa sa inyo yan, guys. Nasa inyo yan. So kung merong pyramid, meron din namang half pyramids lang. So ano naman yun? Ayun, actually, lumagpas na tuloy tayo. Napasarap. After this half pyramids, we will end this. We will end the stream. Mamaya na lang ulit gabi. So what is this half pyramids? So because a muscle tires with each successive sets, many bodybuilders feel they should start their training with their heaviest weight. If they perform too many high rep lightweight, which is what I do, they'll never be able to reach their heavyweight. So to get around this, they do 1 or 2 heavy light sets and then put their heaviest weight on their bar or machine. So the weight is then decreased and reps increase with each successive sets. in effect, they're working down the backside of the pyramid. So yun, half pyramid. So parang nag-shortcut lang naman sila after doing the light, after maybe doing two to three lightweight, then they are pushing themselves kaagad to do the heavy ones para hindi sila mapagod. Kasi kung gagawin nila yung ginagawa natin, bago sila makapunta sa taas, pagod na sila. So, sumushortcut na sila. So, ayun lang naman yung half pyramids. So, yan. So, guys, huminto tayo sa ika number 32 na tip. At, you know what? This is 1,000 tips I'll share sa inyo. So, na take down na natin tatlo. We need to rest. Kasi mamaya, ako na may mag-workout din. And then mamayang gabi, tayo magkita-kita ulit dito. Again, I will share some tips about bodybuilding. Then TV official, madam. Tamsak dan po, team names. Is this from Prime Names, madam? Yeah. Madam, pasensya na because in my LS, I don't, hindi naman po ito bisitan or sagingan. In my LS, I usually, in my LS, I'm sharing bodybuilding tips. So, I hope nakatulong po ako sa inyo if you're fan of exercising or if you're fan of bodybuilding. Ayan. So, pero salamat po sa pagbisita. Talaga tinitreasure natin yan. Ayan. So, but what I'm doing, guys, is kung sino yung mga pumapasok sa akin, nililista ko kayo because bibigyan ko kayo ng play all. Yan ang pinakaambag natin sa mga pumapasok. So, naging 4 million patuloy. 4 million in the house, salamat po. But, okay guys, since you're there, edi, nasa 32 tip na kasi ito. So, tutuloy ko na lang. Matatapos naman na yata ito. Ang mahaba pa pala. 32. Ayun. Azil TV official, Dan Tamsak. Dan Team Prime Names. Mayroon ba si ano? Hindi mo nga ako na. Saglit guys ha. Guys, naka-live ba si ano? Si Prime Names? Or what? Para makasupport naman tayo. Ayan. So, ayun. Dumaan na yata sila. Guys, salamat sa pagdaan nyo. Talagang tinitreasure ko at kayo nililista ko dahil nabibigyan ko kayo ng ayudang play all. Ayan, lahat naman ng pumapasok sa mga channel natin, binibigyan natin ng play all. So, but guys, again, ulitin ko lang, in my LS, hindi ito dikitan, hindi ito dikitan nga. So, I'm just sharing bodybuilding tips at hindi rin tayo nag-jacket. So, I hope you understand that. Basta, we're just sharing kasi itong aking channel, this is for fitness, tsaka mga challenges, couple challenges, tsaka mga kung ano-ano lang, mga food challenge or couple challenges, or what, minsan may malang din ha. Pero ano tayo, fitness coach tayo, meron tayo mga certificate from ACE at saka sa ACE, tsaka sa IFPA, kaya certified tayo, so there's no worries. At tama ang ating mga binibigay na advice dahil tayo naman, syempre ang dami na kapirinig dito, hindi tayo pwede magkamali sa pagbibitaw ng mga tips na pwede natin i-share sa inyo. Ayan, this Unicorn Blood V2 caters yung mga baguhan sa mundo ng bodybuilding. Ayun, Len TV official. Yeah, akala ko kasi Kasi nagpasugod eh. Ayan, nagpasugod. So, tayo naman, siyempre sinugod tayo, di balikan din natin ng suporta. Kaya natanong ko kung ano siya, kung ongoing din ba siya at pupuntahan natin, wala pala. Sayang. Pero salamat, ayan, ang dami yung pumunta. So, thank you. Napaka salamat. Nabigyan niyo tayo ng oras. Si Fitness Coach Ron, nabigyan ng oras. Thank you. Ayan, 8 thumbs up. Salamat. Ayan. So, sino ba yung mga pumunta? Of course, sumobra sa support. Kim Lee, and then Crisanta Kim, and then Lenden TV Official, Azil TV Official, Aldrin Nemenyo. Yes, yan. Ayun. Salamat sa mga sugod nyo guys. Talagang big help. Ayan. Hope dito sa LS natin, although we're sharing about exercises at bodybuilding tips, marami tayong makita, marami tayong matulungan. So, ayan. Thank you sa babad. Big help yan guys, big help yan. Ayan. So, yun nga, yung number 32 is half pyramids na which pareho lang naman sila ng pyramid. Na pyramid style of workout na kung saan shortcut lang. Kaya naging half pyramid. So, yan. So, number 30 is perform full range of motion. So, with the exception of a few advanced training techniques discussed later, perform all your exercises through a full range of motion. This means fully stretching and contracting the muscle and moving the limb or limbs through their entire possible distance. Half movements will only build strength in the part of the muscle being worked when the movement is taking place. So when you perform full range of motion, this means fully stretching and contracting the muscle. Paano? Example, you're doing leg press, 'di ba? Yung leg press, 'di ba? Imagine niyo na lang, so you're doing leg press. So you need to stretch your legs. 'Di ba? Pagka angat niyo nung weight, 'di ba? Pag nagle-leg press tayo, yung leg press machine guys, to be particularly itong leg press machine. So when we do leg press, we need to fully extend the stretch para mas makuha natin yung tamang movement. Kasi kung half reps lang ang gagawin natin, kung partial lang, that's only for strength. Diba sabi ko nga earlier, we need to do our exercise flawlessly with proper form. Yun talaga ang bodybuilding, doing the proper form. Yeah, guys, in my LS talaga, I don't usually read those chats. Kaya if may magcha-chat, sige, chat lang. Pero basahin ko na lang kasi talaga naman ako kasi minsan na tayo pagka nag-explain. So yan. Tulog na po yata si Bronems, Lenden TV Official, Asil TV Official, stay healthy, Team Nems, yes, tama. We need to stay active and productive ngayong new normal. Sumobra sa support coach next time, makita ka po and work out mo for how. So habang nagsasalita, workout para magaya ko po, mamat po. Yung tiyan ko po, coach, paano paliitin, last ko kumain. Nakalunok kasi ako ng isda, kaya lumaki. When you eat fish, mas maganda yung fish kaysa sa karne ba? Mas marami ka na ako ang protein sa isda kaysa sa karne. Sa isda, makuha mo 80% ng protein coming from fish. Sa chicken naman, nasa 50. Sa karne, 30. Ganun yung range kalayo na makukuha mong protein dun sa mga yun. So if you want to have good protein food, mag-isda ka, 80% ang makukuha mong protein doon. Pero sa manok, ano lang, 50. Tapos sa karne, 60 pala, 60 sa manok. Tapos 40 sa karne. Ayan. Pero if you want to pack on mass, talaga naman, kailangan mo yung mga karne na yan. Ako kasi minsan, kinakain ko naman kasi iba-iba. Sa umaga, nag-fish na ako, hindi sa tanghali, karne. Sa gabi, chicken. Tapos sa umaga, iba na naman. Pero yun at yun pa rin. At saka sa mga nagbubuhat na katulad natin, hindi tayo kumakain ng 3 beses isang araw. Instead, we need to eat 6 to 8 meals a day. Pero ano lang, konting pagkain lang. Tapos, every 4 hours, dapat kumakain tayo. Makompleto natin yun. So, kung ano oras ka nagigising, kumain ka na. Together with your supplements, kung nag-wake ka or what. Itatakil din natin yan. Pero, pinapasadaan ko lang what I do. So, protein talaga. So, at dapat iniikot mo yung mga kinakain mo, hindi pwedeng paulit-ulit. Pero, ano yan, ako kasi pagising ko, kakain na ako. Tapos, after 4 hours, kakain na naman. After kakain na naman. Pero iba-iba yung kinakain mo. May protein, merong fruits, merong mahilig ako sa patatas. Tapos pag mag-i-egg kayo, yung puti lang, huwag yung dilaw. Kasi yung dilaw, ang may protein lang kasi dun yung yung puti. Yung dilaw, na yun. Ang kumakain nun yung misis ko. Ayun, siya taga-ubos. So 4 million in the house, salamat. So number 34 is how much weight? Gaano ba kabigat ang dapat buhatin? So as much as we would like to, there is no way to know specifically how much weight to use on each exercise. Everyone's different. First, decide how many reps you want to complete in a given set. Then pick a weight that limits you to that number. There will be days when you will have to lose weight to achieve the same number of reps. On the other day, you'll need more weight. So, actually guys, connect lang naman sa mga una natin tinakil itong number 34. So, how much weight? Depende. Sabi ko nga, pag nag-chest ako, I do 160, 180. Pero sa legs, 350 to 400. Depende. But, ikaw ang makakaalam kung ano yung kaya mong weight. So, kung ano yung kaya mong weight, at kung ilan ang kaya mong gawin sa weight na yun, na sets, ikaw nakakaalam. Sabi nga, di ba, nung number 28, go at your own pace. So, lahat naman itong i-explain natin, may connection sa bawat nauna. So, yeah. Prime names, teams, please support Kinley and PSS by Dad Books. Dad Books, salamat. Shout out, sabi ni Kimli kay Aldrin, no? Ayan. Aldrin Menu, salamat. So, yeah. So, nandito na tayo sa number 35, progressive overload. So, ano yan? So, all through, there will be the odd day when you will need to use less weight. The primary method for increasing muscle size is progressive overload. That is as soon as muscle adapts to a given weight. You must increase the weight to keep the muscle growing with few exceptions. The biggest bodybuilder are also the strongest. Yeah, tama naman. Now, ano yung progressive overload? Halimbawa, you are doing, sabi ko nga, di ba, when I do barbell bench press, nagsisimula ako ng one set na 20 reps, 20 repetitions ng 90 pound. 90 pounds ka agad kasi tayo na may experience na rin. Diba? So, pero hindi ka pwedeng huminto lang dyan. So, you need to progress. So, what I'm doing is after the 90-pound warm-up, ginagawa ko na siyang 110. And then banat. After the 110, I go for 130, 160, 180. So, nagpo-progress, diba? Ano napapansin nyo? Umaakyat yung weight. Because in order to get big, you need to be strong. You can't get big if you're not strong. So, connection yan talaga lang. There are times na hindi maganda gising. So, huwag ka mag-vote na hindi mo kaya kung hindi maganda gising. Pero pag maganda gising, if your body tells you to pump it up, talagang susundin mo, you need to pump it up. Diba? You need to progress. Progressive overload. So, yeah. So number 36 is keep it big. So during your first few months of training, focus on exercises for the large muscle group of the body. So ano ba yun ulit? So yung quads. Diba? So quads, hamstrings, calves. Lahat yan pang lower. Diba? Then chest, back, tsaka shoulder. Upper naman yan, upper. Bicep, tricep. Don't worry about the smaller muscles like the serratus teres and the rhomboids. These muscles will get a good workout just by training the bigger muscles. Diba? So ano ulit yung tawag nito, yung big muscle part. So sa lower is yung quads, hamstrings, tsaka calves. Diba? Then sa upper naman is chest, back, shoulder, bicep, tricep. So you need to focus on those big muscle part muna. Pag bago ka pa lang na nag-gym. Hayaan mo daw muna yung mga small muscles. Like yung serratus teres at saka yung rhomboids. So ano ba yung serratus teres? Diba? Yung serratus teres kasi ano yan eh, part pa din ng ab yan eh, although nasa upper part. Diba? The serratus anterior is a muscle that originates on the surface of the first to 8 rib. Sa rib part yan eh, at the side of the chest. And inserts along the entire anterior length of the medial border. Pero guys, sa next LS, you don't worry, at i-explain natin yung muscle anatomy. Diba? Medial border of the scapula, the serratus anterior, acts to pull the scapula forward around the thorax. Medyo malalim na kasi ito pang, hindi na pang basic to. Nasa daan lang din naman natin. Tapos yung rhomboids naman, nasa likod na part yan. Nasa likod yan, nasa likod ng ano natin yan. Sa ilalim ng batok. Yan, rhomboids yan. So may dalawang muscle yung rhomboid. Rhomboid major and rhomboid minor. The two rhomboids lie deep to trapezius. Yung trapezius guys, di ba? Traps. Diba wini-workout din yung traps? Yung traps isa sa likod din ng shoulder. Dito. Sa gitna ng shoulder, sa bandang likod. Sayang wala tayong ano rito. So there are two rhomboids, major and minor. Hindi na natin papasadahan yun, medyo basic na yan. Azil TV official, matik na po yan, sabi ni Daddy Box. Sumapa sa support, tama, Azil, matik na yan. Len TV, Secret Weapon, Team Nim, salamat. Salamat guys, talagang na-appreciate natin yan. Thank you. So, okay. So you need to keep it big talaga. You need to first train those big muscle part bago yung mga small. Ayan, so number 37 is ground yourself. As soon as you begin working out, take a lesson from your parents and ground yourself. Place both feet securely on the ground and keep them there. At the end of your set, your feet should not have moved so much as an inch. If they have, it probably means you use your legs to cheat. So ang ibig sabihin pala ng ground yourself na yan, you need to be firm while doing the workout. Kailangan kung ano yung wini-workout mo na part, yun lang yung gagalaw. So example, bicep bicep curl. So kailangan hindi gagalaw yung paa mo, hindi gagalaw yung likod mo. Kailangan ang gumalaw lang is yung wini-workout mo, which yung bicep. Diba? So ganun din sa chest. So ang mag-perform ng dapat is yung nagbubuhat. Hindi pwedeng gumagalaw yung paa mo kasi hindi mo siya magagawa ng tama. Kailangan nga, di ba, flawlessly nagagawa natin ng perfect. Yung workout with a perfect form. So, yun lang din yun. Pag okay na yung gym, pwede na mag-vlog sa gym. Yes, of course. Yes, of course. Pero sa ngayon, home workout muna. Kaya nga napakaswerte ng mga tao na they can work out at the comforts of their own home. Meron silang mga treadmill, mga stationary bike, meron silang yung mga home gym kung tawagan yung kung saan marami kang magagawa. Pwede ka mag-chest, mag-back. May mga bench press sa bahay. So may mga ganyan, you're so lucky. Kaya wag yung isang tabi ang workout. Kailangan you keep on doing workout. E tayo naman, dito, konti lang din yung gamit. Pero still, kung ano meron tayo, like resistance bands, like yung push-up board natin, ayun ang ginagamit natin. Pero kung wala talaga tayong access sa gamit, we can still use body weight. Kung ano yung mga body weight na yan, sa next vlogs, ma-share natin. We will keep on sharing sa channel na ito. Ayun, sorry guys, nawala na naman. So, ayan. May mga home gym sa bahay, may mga barbell sa bahay, mga dumbbells. Ano yan, sayang. Huwag mong anuhin yan, huwag mong isang tabi yan sa halip gamitin yun. Because sa panahon ngayon new normal, we need to stay healthy and active. Kasi kung nasa bahay lang tayo lagi, we're not going out. Dahil natatakot na tayo, di ba? Lalo tayo mabuburyo. Lalo tayong tatamaan ng depression. So we need to talagang work out kahit nasa bahay lang tayo. Kung meron kayong subdivision, pwede kayong mag-cardio. You can run, you can walk. Kung ayaw nyo lumabas, may treadmill kayo, di much better at diba? Kung may budget guys, bili kayo ng mga dumbbell set. Kung talagang may budget, maglaan kayo ng pang-gym. Dahil talagang yan ay kailangan talaga natin yan. Seriously. We need that. Kailangan natin maging healthy. Lalo na ngayon na hindi tayo nakakalabas masyado. Wala tayong ginagawa kundi umupo dito. Share ko lang guys, ang daming nag-engage sa platform na to since nagkaroon ng pandemya. Diba? Dahil kung walang pandemya, siguro wala ako dito ngayon. Although I am sharing here, pero not like this, na talagang sineryoso na natin. Yeah. Kung hindi pa nagkaroon ng ganit ng pandemya nga, hindi tayo may engage sa ganito. Which this platform do good, pero lagi tayo nakaupo. Pahinga lang natin sa tulog, kumain. Tapos dito na naman tayo supporting and then doing our vlogs. Pero yun nga, kailangan maging healthy pa rin tayo. kailangan we're still doing fitness. Dahil yun ang kailangan talaga. Yeah. So, nasa number 38 na tayo. 38 tip. Conflicting goals. One of the biggest mistakes you can make when you start training is trying to lose fat and gain muscles at the same time. Unless you are that 1 in a million genetically gifted freak, you won't be able to do both simultaneously. If you are 20 pounds or more overweight, your first priority is losing the body fat. If you're very lean but lacking in muscle size, focus on gaining some good muscular body weight. Don't attempt to stay lean while trying to get big. You can't have it both ways. So ano ba yung conflicting goals? You can't hit two birds at one stone dito sa ating craft. Hindi ka pwedeng magpalaki. Hindi ka pwedeng mag-lose weight while gaining muscles. May mili ka lang ng isa. Kaya yung mga nagsasabi na pwedeng pagsabayin yun, sorry pero kalokohan yun. Kung payat ka, kung ectomorph ka, manipis ka, di ba? What do you need to do? So you need to pack mass. Magpalaki ka muna kasi nga manipis ka eh. Di ba? After, pagka malaki ka na, tingin mo malaki ka na, then that's the time you ayun. Sorry guys, yung ating phone ay nag-overheat na. Kanina pa tayo nag-Eles. But hindi ko kasi alintana ang pagod eh. Pag gusto ko mag-share. Pag gusto nating makatulong. Yung mismong phone natin sumusuko na. But ito nga, so conflicting goal nga, di ba? So, kung ectomorph ka, which is you payat ka, you're lean, medyo skinny, what you need to do is kailangan mo magpamas, magpalaki. Di ba? Edna Oduka, shout out. Yan. Thank you, thank you. So, kailangan mo magpalaki. So, yun ay kung ano ka, kung manipis ka. And then, kung ano ka naman, kung overweight ka, what you need is to lose some fats. Yun muna yung gawin mo. Pag nakapag-lose ka na dito sa time, magpamasay ka na. Diba? So if you're overweight, you can simply do cardio, simply do running, simply do walking. Diba? Ayan. Unless nga sabi dito, you're a gifted freak na maganda na katawan mo, then pwede mo nang pagsabayin yung losing muscles while gaining, losing fats while gaining muscles. Diba? Pero kung hindi naman, talagang you will choose one. So kung manipis ka nga, ectomorph ka, kailangan mo mag-gain ng, kailangan mo mag-pack on mass. Diba? And yun nga, pag overweight ka, you need to do some weight. You need to do walking, cardio. Yan. Yung mga simple exercise lang. Kapag tingin mo naman na nakapagbawas ka na, din sa time you do the magpaano ka na, mag-workout ka na for the muscle, for the to gain muscle mass na din, di ba? Good morning to all. Thank you sa pagdalaw. Ma'am Edna Oduka, thank you. So yan. So nagtapos tayo sa tip number 38. Guys, I won't take long kasi yung 2 beses na nag-overheat yung ating phone. So naka 2 hours na din naman tayo, so we need to rest. At hindi pa tayo nagla-lunch because inuna natin itong pag-dinner. So ayan, at tayo may susuportahan ding mga ibang live mamaya. Basta guys, sa mga pumunta sa akin, I hope hindi ko na kayo isa-isahin. I hope meron ako na-share sa inyo magandang tips about bodybuilding at 1,000 plus tips ang isi-share natin. 38 pa lang yung napapasadahan natin. So mamaya ulit gabi guys, we will magsama-sama tayo for me to share again some good tips about the bodybuilding. So paano guys, ako'y mag-i-end na muna. Hindi ko na kayo maisa-isa pero salamat guys. Kayo'y didikitan ko dyan mamaya. Ayan. Salamat sa nagpasugod. Ayun, so again guys, it is from here. Muscledarts, rocks. We need to stay healthy and active ngayong new normal. Huwag tayong matakot sa pandemya. Sa halip, we need to stay active. We need to exercise. Kasi pwede tayo mag-exercise, lalo tayong tatamaan ng buryo, ng depression. So kung ano meron tayo sa bahay, i-ano natin yan. I-take advantage natin kung anong mga equipments na meron tayo para makagawa ng exercise. So yan. So paano guys? Guys, sa mga tumagal, salamat. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. So alam nyo na yan guys, alam nyo na yan. Mga ka-unicorn, salamat po. Salamat po. End stream guys, end stream. End stream na tayo, end stream. Yeah, Edna, salamat. Thank you guys, you keep safe. You keep safe guys, Sunday morning. Sorry, Sunday afternoon. You keep safe guys, you keep safe.